Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the New York Jets. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. $13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Play fake. Mayfield. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, they'll run it here on the Jets sweep. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Busts through the tackle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
A give. This is Chubb. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second down. Here's Chubb again. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll start on the ground. Carter. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates. Right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Wilson. Here's Griffin on the catch. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Out of the gun, they run with Carter.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the grab by Croft. A gain of 6 there on first.
Second down at 4.
Play action. It's Wilson. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with first and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Johnson again.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They're turned away on 4th and goal, and the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Mayfield's throw pulled in by Schwartz.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
First and 10.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away.
The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. Wilson's throw here caught by Mims.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half, it's Wilson.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before break. Wilson. He'll air this one out for Mims. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Browns 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And as a running back, you've got to be saying, where did he come from? He covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time, and he was able to stop his man before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield.
This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper.
No gain on the play. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And again, it's Chubb. And fights through one man. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 46 yards rushing forward to the ball game now on 14 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Shoves him aside near the 30. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland.
I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From the 29, Wilson into the secondary past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
down, Jets.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Wilson on first down. Drops it off for Coleman. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On second down now, it's Johnson. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. He hits more. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up first and goal at the 1.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. They'll try again, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Johnson punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Browns 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. They go play action. Mayfield. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now Chubb running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. A give running right is Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
A 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's got room. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Ty Johnson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mayfield.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive.